Yeah, now so whenever you see this armband over here, you just know that it's Kenya that is being represented, and it has to be represented very well. Good afternoon from this side. It's quite an afternoon here. It's too much sunny, but again, we thank God for this day. So greetings to you wherever you are. Now, when I was coming to this land, you know, there are some few other things that I wanted to check on them and see whether they are maybe familiar with my country, or it could be the language. Is it marrying with my country's language? Then I came to realize one thing. As I was paying attention to some of the words, I came to notice that some of the words look familiar. They sounded actually familiar. But again, you know, it was very hard for me to be able to speak them out. Because, you know, you listening them for the first time, and people who are speaking them are not people from your country. Again, you feel like it is very hard for you to speak them out. But I kept on listening. Then I said, one time I have to ask. Now I had a meeting with myself, and then I decided that I have to either work with the system or work against it. But you know, working against the system is very, very hard, and it will take you a lot of strength to be able to beat the system. So what did I do? I decided maybe now I have to learn. Now, there are many other things coming in at once. One, like culture inclusion, and obviously you have to work with people from different countries. So what will make you maybe understand each other is when you are all speaking one language, and you'll be, efficient at work if you're able to manage this. For kids, it is very quick for them. They easily adapt. Okay, but for adults, again, we have actually a struggle. We have to compete within ourselves to be able to let our minds work efficiently, so that we're able maybe to adapt this kind of environments. Now, this is the funny part. Now, when you're in a foreign land, no one is going to force you to learn their language. But again, you see, there are benefits that come with it. Too much benefits to mention. And like for me, you know, one of the benefits is that where I used to work, we usually had tips. Now you see, no one can come to you unless you understand them or you understand each other. Because if they come to you, they need a solution to their problem. Now if they come and you do not even understand what they mean, then it means you cannot be able to help. You cannot be able to help them. You cannot actually solve their problem. So how will that tip come in? Now that is a challenge. So you have to do what? You have to learn. So I had to, day by day, learn one word against the other, just like that, building my language. I remember one time, there is one guy who gave me coffee. He's actually a friend of mine from the Asian origin. He gave me coffee there. So as a way of appreciation, I told him thanks. But I told him in my language, my African language, Swahili. So I told him shukrani. So the guy was surprised and he asked me, do you know Arabic? I said, no, I do not. Then why do you speak Arabic? So then I knew now. So some of these words actually marry each other. So I put it in my heart. I decided that, you see, I have now to keep on comparing so that I know how many words can I quickly understand, you know. And then those that I cannot understand, I have to learn them. So that was my take actually. Now if you'll bear with me, I'm just going to share a few words here. And if you do not mind, just keep on listening. Words that maybe are going to surprise you, that maybe you never thought that you knew them, more especially for my brothers that are coming from East Africa, that is Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and the rest of the countries there, Rwanda, Burundi. So some of these words, we actually know them already. But maybe at times we actually have that fear to be able to speak them out. So if you will allow me once more again, I'll be sharing just few words, then I'll be doing that in the next few videos, so that at least we'll be able to learn most of these words. That is if they are correlating to us. That is if we are working in Arabic countries or we have a desire to come this way. So that we do not have to, panic. Words that can bail us out at any time, so that we can be efficient maybe at our working places or whenever we are speaking to natives in some of these countries. Now I'd like us to actually do a small challenge. I'll be sharing a word, and since I'm coming from the coastal part of Kenya, I'll be sharing words most likely from my area or from my region. Now, just to help me kickstart this word challenge, I'll be sharing few words, some in Arabic, some in Swahili. Then we challenge ourselves quickly in a time of almost 3 seconds. Then we give an answer in the comment section quickly to see whether we are at par. Now, since I come actually from the coastal part of Kenya, there is one word that I like to use. I like going to the sea. So in my country, in my language, we say bahari, bahari. So now, to a count of 3, I don't know how many of you can guess quickly what the word is in Arabic. So I'll be counting 1 to 3. Then in the comment section, you test yourself quickly and note it down if it is possible. So 1, 2, 3. As simple as it is, the word bahari in Arabic is translated to bahar. So you see, actually there is no challenge. There is actually a similarity there, even in the pronunciation. Only that the spelling could be different, but there is a similarity in the pronunciation. So a few other words here, I'll be throwing them in, like 3 or 4 more words, just to continue with this challenge. Then the rest of the days will be also building up on that. Now, the next word is fikira. Fikira. Okay, so that is in my language, that is in Swahili. So how do we say that in Arabic? So again, at the count of 1 to 3, to be able to judge ourselves. 1, 2, lastly 3. So finally, maybe I believe that you got it. So fikira is fikra. In Arabic, that is, I believe that is the right pronunciation. It is fikra. Now, another word in Arabic or in Swahili, then it will be translated in Arabic. Now, in Arabic, they say faham. Faham. So in Swahili, how do we say that word? That word is fahamu. So if you have noticed the kind of words that I've given today, the kind of examples that I've set, okay, it is actually playing with the vowels. You'll find that in Swahili, you're having few extra letters, 1 extra letter than in Arabic. In Arabic, actually, we actually removing the last letter. Most likely it's a vowel. Like in Bahari, we remove the I there to make Bahar in Arabic. In Fahamu, we remove the U to make Faham in Arabic, and that is how it is. So for some also, other words also, they could look similar. like a book, kitabu, you just remove the U there and it forms kitab. Kitab. Kalamu, you remove the U and it becomes kalam. Not all words can be formed actually in that manner, okay? But some of the words that I have just mentioned today, that is actually the similarity. But we have others that you see they have a similarity in terms of the sounding or how they are spoken, or even when someone says them, you can actually have a clue. If someone says but then, and you understand Swahili or you know Swahili, you'll have that clue of, does it mean later, baadaye? So you'll be having that, at least a clue of the kind of meaning that that person is bringing to that situation. So that is how it is. Now you could be asking yourself, why is it that there are similarities between these, languages? The reason is very simple. Some of these guys from these Arabic states were able to travel back to Africa, and most likely East Africa there, and they're able to share with us a trade. They're able to intermarry with some of the people that they found there, like in the coastal lines of Kenya. And as a result of all this, as a result of the assimilation, as a result of the intermarriages there, they're able to form these languages. So moving forward, we shall be learning slowly by slowly some of these few words whenever we have time. Now for my new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. I'm so much humbled. I do appreciate you. Feel welcomed. Feel at home. This is actually your online place to be. Now for those who are returning, for the people who are there before, I also celebrate you. I say thank you from day one till today. See you in the next videos also. Thank you. You are a blessing. Bye.